Hello, so in this video I am going to walk you through about the module 1 user account module in your Analytics project. So let me start Eclipse. So I am going to provide the workspace where I have done the final code. Okay, so Eclipse has now been loaded. So towards the left hand side, the coupons application and Analytics, Hive Analysis applications both have already been imported. So I'll just go to the server tab. So I'll make sure those two applications are added to this Tomcat. So I'll just right click on that Tomcat. And I'll click on add and remove. So you can see both coupons application and Analytics application have been added. So if they were not been added, if they are in left hand side, make sure you are going to click on this button add all and click finish. So after that you just have to start the Tomcat server. It's now started and synchronized. So I will have to go to a Mozilla Firefox browser and I need to enter a URL localhost :8080/coupons app. So C capital, A capital, everything else is small case. So this will be the home page for our coupons application. And in one more tab, I can enter localhost :8080/Hive Analysis. So capital H, capital A, everything else will be small case. I'll hit enter. So this will be our home page for Analytics application. Okay. Module 1 is all about user account module. Here the user can perform three operations: creating a new account, logging into an existing account, and then logging out from an account. So I'll first show you the module working and then I'll be explaining you the data flow diagram. So currently I'm in coupons application, so where I can see a login button and then a register button. So if I click on this register button, so it will take me to the registration page where I can provide you the details of my the email address, password, like that, and click on submit button. So I'll be creating an account for Ashok Kumar 24788 with some sample password. You can see the registration has been successful. So if I click on this login button, so you can see I will be taken to login.jsp. So here I can specify that email ID that I created right now and click on login. So now after a successful login, I'll be in welcome.jsp. So towards the top right, you can see there is a logout button. If you click on this drop down, so this is how the login, logout and creating a new account functionalities will be working. So you have to remember home is the entry point. That means index.jsp is the entry point from which I can go to login.jsp by clicking on login button. I can go to register.jsp by clicking on register button. If I click on login and enter my invalid ID password, you can see I will stay back in the same page, login.jsp only, but just that the new message has been come from. Okay. If I enter a valid email ID and password, so you can see it will take me to welcome.jsp. Okay, from where I can log out, where I will eventually land back into login.jsp. So now coming to the code walkthrough about this module. So if I go to the Eclipse, so there I have the coupons application. If you expand that, Java resources will contain all our backend code like the servlets and all those things, and web content will contain all the front end code. You know that index.jsp happens to be the entry point for our project. So there there will be a couple of menu that will be shown. Okay, so one for navigating us to the registration page, and one for navigating us to the login page. So on click of register menu, it will take us to register.jsp. On click on login menu, it will take us to login.jsp. So inside register.jsp, right, it will ask us, there will be a form. Okay, so there will be a form where it will ask us to enter all those things like email ID, password, first name, last name, etc. And if I click on the submit button on this particular form, this action will be submitted. Action equal to user. You can see user action has been submitted, and one hidden variable request type has been created. Value of the hidden variable will be register. Okay, if you go to login.jsp, even here also it is asking me to enter the email ID and enter the password. On clicking of that the submit button, it is also submitting the same action equal to user, but here the hidden variable will be set to login, whereas in register.jsp the hidden variable will be set to register. Login.jsp hidden variable will be set to login. So that means both JSP pages will be hitting the same servlet but with different hidden variable. Okay, so now we need to find out which servlet they are executing. So form action equal to user. So I will have to go to web.xml and search for where is that user. Okay, so I'll go to source. So you can see here it is /user has been executing user servlet. User servlet has been mapped to com.coupons.servlet.userservlet.java. Here it is coms.coupons.servlet.userservlet.java. So this servlet will be executed. So you can see this servlet is reading the value of that hidden variable. If that value of the hidden variable is register, it will read the address, email ID, first name, last name, everything entered by me. Okay, and then it will check if any of them are empty or not. If any of them are empty, it will throw me back to the same JSP page saying that all the fields are mandatory. Else it will just make use of a DAO layer to create a new account for me, and then redirect me back to the same JSP saying that registration successful. Okay, if the value of that hidden variable is login, it will read the email ID, password entered by me. If they both are null, if they both are empty, it will say all the fields are mandatory and throw the user back to the same JSP. Okay, so else it will make use of this DAO layer to get the details of that user. If this DAO layer returns null, okay, so if we will redirect the user to the same JSP page saying that invalid credentials. Okay, if that user is not equal to null, that means he is a valid user. We are taking the user to welcome.jsp by sending a message successfully logged in. But before taking him to welcome.jsp, I am creating a session for him. Okay, so if the request type is logout, you can see that session has been terminated and user will be taken back to login.jsp. Okay, so this is how the flow diagram will be working. So if you look at that flow diagram for this particular module, so index.jsp is the entry point from where we can go to register.jsp and login.jsp. Register.jsp will be having a hidden variable register. Login.jsp will be having a hidden variable login. Both of them will be executing the same servlet. which will check the value of the hidden variable, and it will execute the appropriate functions in the DAO layer and throw the user back to appropriate JSPs as explained right now. So this is about the module 1. So now let me explain to you about the second module in our IUlytics project. So the second module is all about the coupons retrieval. So in this particular module, the user can retrieve various types of coupons he need, and he can view it. So let me show you the module working first, and then let me explain to you the data flow diagram. So I'll be logging in as a registered user. I created a new account for ashokkumar247888@gmail.com 1234 password. So after login, you can see towards the left hand side there is a button called view offers. So if you click on this particular button, view offers, it will ask us to select the type of coupon we need. I'll just select the popular coupon and I'll click on retrieve. So this will be communicating with the internet by making a web service call and try to pull all the data that it gets from that web service, and it will display it as it is. So you can see all the coupons have now been retrieved. So the first coupon has been provided by paytm.com, and the coupon title is flat ₹2000 cashback off on Lenovo IdeaPad 110 laptop. And here is the description of the coupon. Okay, so and this is the provider of the coupon, and this is the coupon code, and this is the date at which the coupon will be expiring, and this is the link where if you click on that, it will take us to the page from where we can redeem that particular coupon by entering that coupon code. Okay, so you have to remember each coupon will have a title, description, the provider, the coupon code, the link, the expiry date. Okay, so like that we have many coupons. The second coupon is provided by jabong.com up to 50% off on Reebok product. The third coupon by flipkart.com on this is the offer, like that. So it will retrieve all the possible coupons, whatever coupons we need. Okay, so this is the module working. So if you want to understand with respect to the coding perspective, you can see as soon as I click on view offers, it will take me to viewoffers.jsp. So we will have to open viewoffers.jsp. We know that all JSP will be written inside web content. Here it is, viewoffers.jsp. So there you should start searching for a form tag. Okay, where it will ask us to select the coupon tag type, and on clicking on retrieve coupon submit button, right, it will execute the form by name coupon. Okay, it is submitting the form action coupons, and you can see the hidden variable will be having a value get. Okay, so I will have to go to web.xml and search for this particular action coupons. So I will go to web.xml and I'll search for the action called coupons. You can see coupons action has been mapped to coupons servlet. Coupons servlet will be executing com.coupons.servlet.couponservlet.java. You know where that file will be there. Inside Java resources, src com.coupons.servlet.couponservlet.java. Okay, so this servlet will be executed, but remember in JSP file we saw that the hidden variable will be having a value get. Here get. Okay, so in couponservlet.java we are first reading the value of that hidden variable. If that hidden variable value is equal to get. Okay, so this part of the code is getting executed right now. Okay, what are we doing in this part of the code? So we are getting the coupon type, like whether it is popular coupon, trending coupon, or the latest coupon, like that. Okay, so as soon as we retrieve that coupon type, I am just making a call to capital coupons.get coupon. Okay, so I am making a call to get coupons method with respect to coupons class. Therefore, it is understood that get coupons method is a static method. Okay, so I will have to open that coupons class. You can see this coupons class will be present inside com.coupons.coupons. Okay, so I will have to open here com.coupons. So inside this, there it is, coupons.java. Okay, with respect to coupons.java, here we have that function get coupons function. Okay, so this particular function, you can see it is making a web service call
for this particular URL. Okay, http:/27coupons.mashup.com so and so, and it is getting a response. Okay, and it is giving us the coupons result as a output. You can see in coupon servlet. Okay, this particular method is giving us the coupons result as an output. So what will be present inside coupons result class? You can open it here and see. Inside the coupons result class, so there you can see the status of the result will be there, whether it is successful or failure, like that, and ID of the result, like unique ID for each request, and then one response object will be there. So what will be there in the response object? Let us check. So if you open that response object, this response object contains list of data. That's all. So further, what will this data contain? Let me open and check. Here it is. If you open data.java, here it is. You can see each data contains the title, description, coupon type, coupon code, store ID, like Flipkart, unique ID for that, like that, store name, Amazon, Flipkart, something like that, and redemption URL from where we can get that, expiry date is already expired, something like that. Okay, so you can see each data will contain these many information. So our response will contain list of multiple data. That means list of those data. Okay, so that is what actually been retrieved from couponservlet.java. After retrieving that list of result, we are just setting it inside a request attribute, and we are redirecting the user to the same JSP where it will be printing all the coupons. So this is how the retrieving the coupons will be working. So if you look at that, the data flow diagram, so it will be like this. Okay, so from viewOffers.jsp, we are sending a request type as get. We are hitting couponservlet.java, which will make use of coupons.java to make a web service call, and it will pull the result to couponsresult.java, which will in turn contains a response, where response will contain list of data. Okay, where data will contain the title, description, URL, coupon code, etc. And everything will be returned back to the same JSP, viewOffers.jsp. So this is how our second module will be working. Module 3 is all about sharing the coupons with our friends. So after retrieving the coupons, we can specify our friend's email ID and we can share that coupon with them through an email. I will show you how this module will work now. So if I click on this coupon, retrieve coupons, so it will show all the coupons generated for me, and I can just enter the email ID of my friend here to share this particular coupon. Okay, for example, I am going to enter the email ID celestialcluster@gmail.com and click on this button, share now. So you can see it says the coupon has been shared with our friend successfully. So if my friend sees his email, right, so let me just go and log in with my friend email ID now. So I have shared the coupon with celestialcluster@gmail.com. I am going to log into celestialcluster@gmail.com, and you can see, so I have got a mail from Hive, offers and deals. So it says the flat 8% off on Apple products, the description of the coupon and provider of the coupon along with the coupon code and the URL from where I can retrieve that coupon, all those things. So this is how the share with my friend, sharing the coupon module will be working. So now to understand from the coding perspective, right, we will still be in the viewOffers.jsp. You can see we will still be in the viewOffers.jsp. So from where I will click on this button, and over there I will be entering the email ID of my friend and click on the submit button. So after retrieving the coupons, right, I will be entering the email ID of my friend and click on the share now button. So I will have to start my investigation with viewOffers.jsp. So and search for where is that share now button. Okay, so if you scroll down, okay, so there it is. Okay, there is a button, input type equal to submit, called share now, and as soon as I click this button, you can see this form will be submitted. Okay, we can see in this particular form, okay, it is also hitting the coupons action. Okay, so coupons action is been executed. Hidden variable has been set to the value called share. Okay, so now we got to know the same servlet will be executed. Now the value of the hidden variable will be, share. So now I confirmed that this part of the code will be executed. Okay, so what am I doing in this particular piece of code? I am getting the title of the coupon, description of the coupon, provider of the coupon, coupon code, URL, email to which I need to send an email, and the expiry date. Okay, all those things I am reading it from the request parameter, and then I am constructing the mail. Okay, so this is the mail body. Okay, so after constructing the mail, I am making use of that sendMail.java to just trigger an email to that particular guy. Okay, so after sending an email to that particular person, I am also storing that in our coupons table, making use of coupons.davo.java. Okay, so that entry will be stored in our coupons davo coupons table. If you go to offers shared, so there you can see that particular entry. It says with whom I have shared that coupon and which coupon I have shared, and you can also view the details of that particular coupon. So this is how this particular module will work. So if you look at that data flow diagram for this particular module, right, it will look something like this, where from view offers.jsp we are sending the request type is equal to share to the same servlet, coupon servlet, which will make use of that mail thread and sender authentication, sendmail.java, these Java files. These are the mail sending utility files. So making use of these utility files, it will trigger an email, making use of Google's SMTP server to the friend's email address we have provided. So this is how the module 3 flow diagram looks like. Module 4 is all about the Hive application, where admin will be able to access his account and he will be able to configure the path where he can see the Hive log files. So let me show you the working of this particular module first. So you have executed lot of queries, and you have retrieved all the coupons, shared some coupons, registered a user. All these operations you have done on offers and deals, coupons application, right? Each of these actions will be generating a log files. By default, all the log files will be stored under var log Hive folder. Okay, so if you want to look at them, so you can have a look. So you will have to go to the computer and you will have to go to file system. So you will have to go to the folder called var, and inside that log, and inside that Hive. Okay, so you can see these many log files have generated, but you people will be having relatively a lesser number of log files, or even more than me. It depends upon how frequently you have accessed that coupons application. Okay, so these are the path of the log files. So this path you have to configure in Hive application. Okay, so if you go to that Hive analysis application, so you can see by default it will take us to index.jsp, where it will ask us to provide the admin password. Okay, so you know that admin password we have hard coded it to be admin123. So we are not providing a create account feature, because only the admin of this coupons application should be able to access this Hive analysis application. So I provided admin123 as password, and I am logging in. So it says I have successfully logged in. Okay, and I can log out from this button over there. Okay, so this is about admin account access. So along with this admin account access, right, so there is an option called configure the path towards the left hand side. If you click on that configure the path, here I should enter the path where my Hive log files will be found. You know that Hive log files will be by default stored under /var /log and /hive. Okay, so that path I can enter here. Say for example /var /log and /hive. Okay, so like this I can enter this particular path, and I can click on configure. Okay, so there you can see it says successfully configured the path. Okay, so admin account access along with this log file configuration, two things will come under module 4. Okay, So now coming to the code perspective. So I told you the admin will be able to access this Hive analysis application starting from index.jsp. Okay, so you will have to go to Hive analysis application, inside that index.jsp. So from there you can start searching for a form tag. Okay, so the form tag is here, it is. Okay, where we are asking us to enter the password of the admin, we are providing a submit button. Okay, so after clicking on that submit button, we are executing the action called admin login. You can see we are executing the action called admin login. So I will go to web.xml and I will see admin login has been mapped to admin login, which will execute com.hive.servlet.admin login servlet.java. So you can find it here inside Java resources src com.hive.servlet.admin login servlet.java. Okay, so here what I am doing, I am reading the name of the username, that is admin, the password entered by the user. If any of those things are empty, I am asking the user to enter his password. If both are been entered properly, now I am checking if the name equal to admin and the password is equal to admin123. Okay, this is how we are hard coding the password. If you want to change the admin password, this is the place where you need to update. Okay, so if the username and password matches, we are creating a session for him and we are redirecting the user to welcome.jsp. Okay, so saying that you have successfully logged in. Okay, so else we will redirect the user to index.jsp saying that login failed. Okay, so this is how the admin login configuration will account access will be done. Okay, so now if you open welcome.jsp, this is the entry page after the admin have logged in. No, so here we are just providing a logout button which will invoke the request called logout. You can see in web.xml that logout request will be executing logout servlet.java. Okay, logout servlet.java is here, so it will just kill the session. Okay, it will just kill the session and it will throw the user back to index.jsp saying successfully logged out. Okay, so this is about admin login and logout functionality. Now configuring the path, right? So in welcome.jsp over there, okay, after successful login, this is our welcome.jsp. I will click on this button, configure path. Okay, so in welcome.jsp I need to search for a button called configure path, a menu called configure path. So if you scroll down a bit, okay, so there towards the end you can see okay, here it will be. Okay, so there is a button called configure path. You can see ahref equal to, we are hitting a servlet directly by name path. Okay, if you go to web.xml, there it is, path is been executed by path servlet.java. Okay, so I can open this path servlet.java. So as soon as I click on that configure path, this path servlet.java will be called. Okay, so here it will check. Okay, so if the type is equal to null or not. By default the type will be equal to null, so it will take us to path.jsp. So now let us see what is been done in path.jsp. In path.jsp you can see if you scroll down, it will ask us to enter here. It will just ask us to enter the path to the IO log files. I have provided a text box for that. So and then you can click on the configure button. Okay, so you can see once again we are executing the same servlet, path servlet, but here I am setting the hidden variable type as set. Value of the hidden variable I am making it as set. So inside path servlet, now this part of the code will be executed because the value of that hidden variable is set. Okay, so here what I am doing, I am reading the the value entered within that text box. Okay, and I am checking if it is empty or not. If it is empty, I am saying that please enter the path again. Okay, if it is not empty, I am just storing the path entered by the user into the session. Okay, so this is all I am doing in the path configuration. Okay, So this is about the module 4. So if you look at the data flow diagram for this module 4, so these many JSP files will be involved. In index.jsp, if the user will enter admin password and click on submit button, it will take us to admin login servlet.java. If the username and password are valid, it will take the user to welcome.jsp. From there, if the user clicks on logout, it will once again call logout servlet.java and it will throw the user to index.jsp. So from welcome.jsp, after logging in, if the user clicks on configure path menu, it will take us to path.jsp. From where I can enter the path, it will be set into the session by admin login servlet.java. Okay, so this is about, from path.jsp, if the user entered the path to the log file and click submit button, it will execute path servlet.java, from where I am reading the value entered by the user and I am setting that path to the session variable and I am returning the user back to path.jsp. So this is how our module 4 admin account and log file configuration will work like. So the last module is all about the dashboard and profiling details. So in this particular module, the user can see the dashboard of the Hive logs, and you can see the individual profile details of each and every single queries that got executed. So I will show you how this particular module works now. So if I go to that Hive analysis application, so I'll log out and log in as admin again. So you can see if I click on profile dashboard, it will not allow us to use this until and unless I configure that log file path first. Okay, so I will have to click on configure path and then specify the path here /var log hive and then configure, and then if I go to click on profiling dashboard, so there you can see it will show the dashboard in the sense it's the summary kind of thing, summary of total number of failed queries and total number of log files that has been found, and the query which took maximum time, and the query the total number of successful queries. So these many high level information will be stored, it will be shown in the dashboard. So if you click on profiling details, so there the individual log profile can be seen. Okay, so the log file without any date appended to it will be the current log file. Okay, so if you click on profile, so the current log file profile will be shown. Okay, so you can see this particular query has been failed and it took 6 minutes, and the details why it failed was because of this. Okay, and if you scroll down like that, there will be one query which is getting which is successful here, and it just took 0.001 seconds, and there will be no error details obviously because it was successful. Okay, so you can actually click on time taken and you can sort it based on ascending order. Okay, so you will get the query that took minimum time towards the first. Okay, and you can click on this type and it will show all the compile commands first, and if you once again click on type, it will show all the execute commands first, and you can also sort it based on the time by clicking on this particular column. So you can sort this is a responsive table where you can sort it based on whichever column you need. Okay, and you can also search it by entering specific string. Say for example, I need to search for the query which contains that celestialcluster@gmail.com. Okay, or you can I want to search for the query which contains Ashok Kumar, so no query will contain like that, something like that. So whatever search you have entered here, okay, the matching results alone will be shown. So for example, if you search for something that is not present, you can see it says no matching results. So this is about the profiling details. So if you come to the code perspective, right? So in Hive Analytics application, so you just saw that in the browser, as soon as you click on profiling dashboard, it will print something. Okay, so the action that got executed is profiling. You can see the action that got executed is profiling, and the hidden variable value is dashboard. Okay, so if you click on profiling details, you can see once again the same action got executed, profiling, but the value of the hidden variable is get files. Okay, and if you select any of the file and click profile, you can see just profiling action is getting executed. So in all the three cases, profiling action is getting executed. Okay, so now I will just go to our Eclipse and I will see where is that profiling action. So I will expand that web content, I will expand that web.inf, I will open web.xml. So over there I will search where is that profiling. Here it is. You can see the profiling has been mapped to profiling servlet.java. Okay, so that profiling servlet.java will be present here, the profiling servlet.java. So if you open that, so here you can see there will be multiple hidden variables that I am checking here. So if the hidden variable is get files, okay, you know when that will be executed. If the hidden variable is profile, so you know when that will be executed, and at last if the hidden variable is dashboard, you know when that will be getting executed. Okay, let us understand each one of them now. So if you go to browser and if you click on profiling dashboard, so there it is. Okay, so the profiling query will be executed by sending the type equal to dashboard. Okay, so this part of the code will be executed when you click on profiling dashboard. Okay, so this part of the code. Okay, and when you click on profiling details, so type equal to get files. Okay, if you scroll up, okay, here it is, type equal to get files. So this part of the code will be executed. Okay, and in the other case, when you choose a particular log file and click on profile, okay, so that profiling part will be executed. This part, the profiling part will be executed. Okay, so how actually the analysis has been done, so making use of this com.hive.analysis package. Okay, so inside that, the analyzer.java, there will be get query details. Okay, so this is the function that will be analyzing each and every log files as explained in this algorithm PPT in phase 2 or phase 3 in the class. Okay, so I have explained this, the flowchart for the algorithm, right, how actually the profile will be built. Okay, so this particular algorithm has been implemented within this particular file, get query details. Okay, so making use of these three things, analyzer, log and query. So this profiling servlet will be building the query for individual Hive, and then it will get back the result to profiling.jsp. Okay, so these are the number of files, JSP files involved in the last module. Okay, so if you go to the data flow diagram of this particular module, so you can see dashboard.jsp and profiling.jsp are the two things that are involved. In both the cases, our profiling servlet.java will be executed. Okay, so which will make use of that analyzer, log and query Java files to build that execution profile, and then it will return the result to the same JSPs.